Okay, by now it's like, what's in the box? Boy, have I got a story for you. It's amazing how things show up. Oh my God, it's so old. Where do I even start? Okay. These are my 45s from when I was very young. You know, back when you had to put a disc under a needle to make music. And I'm still making it. We got some pretty good stuff in there. I call this Stars on 45. That was actually a song back in the day. But I wanted to see who I had in here. Okay, the story of the box was that was mine like in 77, 78, 79. At some point in time, I don't know where this come from, but when I moved from where I was at to another location, because I was emancipated at a very early age. So the guy that I was, milking cows with out in the country, we were young loves, but I had to come back east and had to leave my cowboy way back. And we hooked up like 30 years later, and it was a disaster. He's a Prozac cowboy. Oh my God. But he had saved these. I assumed he put this in here because I wasn't even aware of duct tape as a child. But this is an old box. These records were mine. Swapped with friends, bought them from the store. I'm really considering trying to find a little record player. Of course, they're probably scratched all to hell. But let's see who we have here. Let me use my leg to see who we have. Okay, this one I'm actually gonna have to dig it up. I don't know who this is. Watch Your Step. Big City Boy. That's not it. Who else we got? You can see names on them. This is Amy Stewart. Knock on wood. I'm sorry, but I grew up in the age of disco, so disco ain't dead to me. I love the shit. Okay. Long time. I do a lot of Linda Ronstadt covers. I know my voice sounds terrible, but when I rehearse for covers and stuff that I do, that's my gig on here. And my grandma hated it when we sung that song. She was kind of hardcore Pentecostal. Whew. Worst ass whooping I ever got was making fun of her talking in tongues. Oh my. You're just an evil woman. No, that's not the same one. But the Doobie Brothers and the Eagles will always be like awesome classics. Dance with Me, Peter Brown, that was definitely disco. That was an awesome song. I have covered it. This was my Aunt Sue's. Her name was Caroline. She died, poor thing, a long time ago. She looked like Cher. She was very pretty and she had long hair. She was my stepmother's sister. Pardon my hands, I'm in between manicures. Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves. Love that song. And Half Breed. And of course we have Johnny Rivers, who sang The Track of My Tears, as well as Linda Ronstadt. Still like Linda Ronstadt, who never married, so she didn't want somebody telling her what to do. I'm like, you're so smart. You don't know how many times I've done this. Here we are with her again, Linda Ronstadt, Rambler Gambler, and How Do I Make You? Not sure. Dionne Warwick, What the World Needs Now. Yep, remember that. I saw her lately. She's white haired. She be looking like a Negro, and I say that with the utmost respect. Okay, Foxy, what did they do? Here you can see a childhood friend's name, Tammy's name's on there. Tammy Cummings, I don't even remember her. Oh my God, look at the scratches on these. These would never play even if I got a... Holy shit. Probably should have threw them away when I left them behind. Not because I wanted to, but because I had to. Excuse me, I do have lupus skin, so y'all don't see that. Anyway, okay, what's next? All right. Oh, this is a cool song. The Silver Connection in high school, or in, I'm sorry. I didn't finish school, sorry. But I did do a lot of singing and shows in school, because that's what we did back in the day. But they did Fly Robin Fly. And I was dressed up in an orange leotard with orange tights. And my stepmother, what a cunt. Everybody else was wearing purples and pinks and yellows, and here I am in like the brightest fucking orange, like a traffic cone orange. And you could hear them, and I think they were picking on me because I could sing and dance as a kid. I mean, my grandma put us in church, but everybody was like, "Oh, look at the orange birdie," and I'm like, oh, "That's just great." I hated school. That's why I left it. What is it? What is it? Cobe says. Josh says. I'm too intelligent for therapy. I was too intelligent for school. Fuck school. I can read, I can write, and I can do math. Other than that, the mythology and the fucking algebra, uh, none of that shit. Even history. I didn't even find out about the Holocaust, so I was a grown ass woman. Anyway, the Carpenters. I do her real good. I do a lot of her covers, but looky here. You couldn't buy these. Of course, these don't happen anymore, but God, look at the scratches on them. But at one point in time, there's a certain scratch on there. There's a number there that means something. But look at that, 87 cents. I don't think you can buy anything for 87 cents. You know, gas, 87 cents worth of gas. What's that going to do anyway? Lean on Me by Frederick Knight. I've been so lonely for so long. Yeah, now that's married life for you. Just kidding. Sorta. Carolyn Rainey, that was my aunt. Her name was Sue. Your mama don't dance and your daddy don't rock and roll. And Golden Ribbons don't know it. And this is one of my favorite songs to sing. It's a great rock and roll song. Truly rock and roll. Some kind of wonderful. And wild. Now, the good ones. Now, those would sell for probably a killing, even scratched and unused. And, you know, pardon my mess, I still have to go through all that. And all that. I finally put all them up there. I had a Clay, it was a online crane game, and I won a lot of those. Him, I bought him, and he sells for like $100, and I got it for like $3 off eBay, because, you know, you can't sell them all. And then my husband recently made me this little cubby, because you gotta have stuff to put in your stuff. And yes, that is pickle juice. I have low sodium in my body for some reason. Anyway, I'm just distracted. That's what I do. Who do we have here? Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. No record. Who stole my record? Okay. Well, I kept it anyway. So, Passion. I remember that song. Actually, the one I like the best is If You Want My Body and You Think I'm Sexy. Oh, I don't care who you are. If you don't like Queen, I can't. We can't be friends. This was a cool song. Bicycle is a funny song. Fat Bottom Girls and Freddie. You know, I don't care if people want to talk shit about people that are gay. an Indian told me something one time about gay people. I asked him, I said, do you ever have gay people in your tribes? And he says, we probably have, but the American Indians have a high standard. And hell, all we had to do to make peace with them is give them some casinos and some land, and you don't never hear nothing out of them. But the Indian guy told me, he said, sometimes a body will have a male spirit and a female spirit. And I thought, okay, now if I can get God to understand that, I'm just kidding. It's not for me. I don't even want to open that pot of worms. Okay, I remember this song, and of all songs at my junior senior prom, this is the one that I danced to. So every time I hear it, I think of this green box, this record, and the fact that this was my junior prom song. After the prom, that was more fun. I'm pretty sure this is Blondie, yep. And this would be Heart of Glass. Okay. That's not my name anymore. It's been changed. Heart of Glass, Blondie. Okay, and this is I Can't Help It. By who? Oh, Michael Jackson? Oh, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. Okay. They say don't let your name and stuff be out, but I've had so many names. There's a reason for that. Secret agent wife. Not really, it's an inside joke. Okay. Damn it. I'm over here doing one thing and trying to do something else. All right. So, Miss You. Oh, of course I had Rolling Stones. Faraway Eyes. And this one, look at that. That is a Kmart. Let's see if I can get it to come on. Fucking Motorola phones. Okay, $1.09. I do like the Rolling Stones. And of course, he could not have gotten. We could have not gotten through the 70s. Sorry, I bummed my thumb there. We could have not got past disco or even through the 70s without Casablanca, which is a great label, and the Donna Summer. I like her song, I Feel Love. It's kind of hot. It reminds me of a Diane Keaton movie called Looking for Mr. Goodbar. You should watch it if you can find it. And of course, RSO Records was a wonderful label. Tragedy by the Bee Gees and Until. And had a huge crush on Barry Gibb. And then Andy Gibb come along and I was like, I got two husbands. Okay, Chicago Policeman. Take me back to Chicago. Which, who sang? Oh, that's ZZ Top. Never mind. Had a brain fart. Okay. The Long Run. The Eagles. Damn it. Got my name over this stuff. Okay, and this is the Disco Strangler. Yeah, it was hated on the way out. Okay. Let's see, who did I... This is... Now, I was like 7, 8, 9. These are old. I'm going to give my age away. It's alright, I still feel like I'm 25. Not really, but... I mean, I'm a sick fuck, but... Okay, Atlanta Rhythm Section. Should be a year on here. 76. Yes, I'm a 70s baby, but I'm not a boomer. I raised all these other generations. And why? Okay, so... Oh, yes. Ozark Mountain Devils, Spaceship Orion. I bought it because if you want to get to heaven, you got to raise a little hell. Oh shit, that's 73. If people see this. Because I imagine some people are like, wow, she never posted. And then all of a sudden, I jumped up and put 83 videos out there. I'm like, well, if people want to pay attention, but I have a very simple, organic life. I'm just an old chick with a lot of stuff. And we just moved in this big house. And me and him and the other one, he's around here somewhere. We just hang out. Okay. The name. Patrick Hernandez. Oh, Born to Be Alive. That is a kick-ass little song. And the last one was Pat Benatar, Heartbreaker. Chrysalis was a good label. And the Clone, whatever that is. Wait a minute, that might be the name. Might need to play that for that lump of fur over there. What's the name of this one? My Clone Sleeps Alone. What year? 79. That 79 was a good year. For me, anyway. So I was free! Alright. So, if you sell them secondhand, if they're in the sleeves like this, it'd be worth a killing. When they had the full art sleeves, part of my arms, I have lupus, so I'm going to have weird skin. I don't know where this got to, but even these, we used to put these up on the wall. We'd put our records in the little rack and then pin these on our wall. I always liked Rod Stewart. Wasn't my type, but I just liked him. All these people are about dead. Every time I turn around, somebody from my generation or the generations that I lived through, hell, everybody's dying off. I'm like, what the hell? Okay, well, now we're going to put everything back up. And I'm going to thank you for watching this video. And I don't have fancy equipment. I just use my phone. Sadly, this is my little world. Because I do have some serious health problems. That's one of my cars. I got one in the yard, one here. I joke and say that's my car that helps me walk. This is why you will probably, more than likely, catch me hanging out, laying up with the cats. When I really need to be unpacking, but when your legs don't work long enough to hold your rod the spine up, you'll have that. So, I guess on that note, okay, bye. Show me what's in your house.